Just want to start by saying, I think myself, our family, our program has great respect for the Bartow family, for the legacy that Coach Bartow has left here. We had called, Murray, last year, a couple years ago, and said it'd be great if we could honor his dad here and get his mom and some family here. So it was great that they came back and were able to see the campus and see kind of where they grew up for a few years there. Two contrastive styles today. East Tennessee State is very athletic, very fast. They spread the floor very well and shoot, a lot of threes. We were very concerned about their three-point shooting, their speed, and what they could do in transition. I think our team has made great strides from last week to this week, just in continuity of togetherness and chemistry of playing together. Again, this was the best we had played of any practice or game that we've had so far this year.
Coach, how much of the similarities is this to your Murray State game last year, where really down the stretch you're relying on newcomers to make big plays and you ultimately pull out a really good mid-major victory?
Very proud of all the guys who played today. I think at one point we had, the three freshmen on the floor, Max, Tavon, and David, and I thought they all did, great things to help us into the game. We had, Max and Tavon on the court closing out the game. Darian, even though he's a junior, again, this is his first official game in a Valpo uniform, and I thought he was tremendous. He looked like he's been here for 3 years. How he just stepped in and played. And so, we definitely had some stretches where you could see some inexperience and maybe some immaturity, but for them to regain it and hit some tough shots and protect the ball and get some defensive stats at the end shows that they grew a lot in this game.
Javon, do you see it as almost a challenge when these guys are coming out there and shooting 4 or 5 seconds into the shot clock? I mean, they were attacking. What do you guys got to do to counteract that?
For me, I didn't really see it as a challenge. We practice so hard in practice on defense so often, so if we're able to get them to shoot in 3 seconds, that's just better for us. So we rely on our rebounding skills to be able to put ourselves in a position to score.
Darian, another night where you're shooting in an ocean tonight. There's 5 3-pointers. Just what was working for you, especially in that first half?
Routine. In practice, coach harp on getting the ball in the right spots, finding the seams, and letting it go at the right time. So I give it to him for helping me with my jump shot over the summer. He started getting on me and pushing me to fix it, and it's paying off right now.
Darian spends a lot of time in the gym, gets a lot of reps up. He was in today getting reps up, and his practice is what prepares him, for the games.
Darian, this is 2 games, an exhibition. I think you played starters minutes. This game you played 30. What do you see as your role? Is it someone who can sit back, watch the game kind of unfold, and then come in and just be lethal in attack?
Well, Coach Drew me and him already have a conversation about things like this. So he tells me my role ahead of time, so I won't be like guessing or not knowing what I need to do when I get out there. So he lets me know, so that gives me the advantage of knowing what I need to do when I'm coming off the bench or starting or whatever. So nothing is like set in concrete with him. So as long as I'm just playing good, let's help the team, it's all good for us.
What was it like just to face that sort of pressure defense, especially in your first official game? Just what was that experience like?
Before the game, I had a little bit of jitters, a little bit of nerves, but as soon as the game started, after that first play, it was just normal. It's something that I feel very comfortable at doing, playing defense. And it's just routine. Like Darian said, we've been practicing really hard on defense in practices for the past couple of weeks, and tonight you can see that it paid off, so just comfortable.
Coach, a couple times they made a pretty good run at you, and Peters hit 3-pointers 2 times in the second half. Is that kind of what you expect out of a guy with his credentials?
When watching film and doing our scout, they're a team that puts together runs very quickly, and so I think each player had some times they stopped them, but Alec had those two key ones that you talked about. But they were deep threes. They weren't on the line; they were back behind the line, and he was very tired. And I didn't know if he'd have enough legs to get it there, but all his preparation, all his hard work. Once it gets to the games, it's part of his routine to shoot when he's tired.
Coach, I felt like Jalen Riley in the second half was comparable to Kiefer Sykes in the second half of the tournament game you guys played against a couple of years ago. Is this a game, is this a player that can help you get prepared for one of the best players you'll face in your schedule now?
No question. He's a tremendous guard. He has tough shots. He gets in the lane. And what makes him so difficult is he can really shoot threes, but he can really get in the lane also and finish. So they do a great job putting him in spots with ball screens with other shooters to score. So, I think, this game definitely helps prepare us for conference and guarding individuals, but then also style of play. We'll face some teams that will press us and pressure us. And so, hopefully this will help us when conference season comes.
For Shield, 2 quick fouls. You know it's going to happen. It happened immediately. How do you think the team handled the transition of getting him out and moving other guys in?
Excellent. I think, Darian gives us a great spurt. I think Darian was in less than 3 minutes into the game. He was in. And, we feel very confident, with our bench to go putting, Jabril at the 5 or David Chadwick, I thought gave us some good minutes. And then, even Alec Peters at the 5 with his strength. And so I think one of the things I've really enjoyed about this team is just the chemistry they're developing, that no matter who's on the floor, it seems like they're getting a good continuity together.
Coach, the exhibition game you said was not very fan-friendly. How would you characterize this one?
Yeah, this one definitely had to be a lot. 90 to 76, that's a lot of points. There were a lot of threes taken. There were a lot of, wild plays where there'd be a steal, a turnover, then a basket on the other end, all within 7-8 seconds. So it was definitely had to be entertaining to watch.
Coach, I think one of the big questions that people have on the team is Alec. He's going to score. Who are the other guys that are going to score? Are these the 2 guys that can do that?
I think with our team, certain nights, certain people will step up. Obviously, I think, both of these players are gifted, on the offensive end that can help our team. But there'll be some nights, other people I believe will step up and make some shots to help us hopefully win on certain nights.